Hi everybody, your friendly neighborhood slacker mom here. And I want to talk about something that I feel honestly is pretty important. Now, as a mom, I have a tendency to lose my marbles all the time. I mean, you've seen my children. There's 3 of them. They're very small. And apart from one going to preschool every day for a couple hours, I don't really get much time to not be mom. And I'm not even really not being mom then. It's just the other 2 take naps and anyways. Point being, something that I don't think gets talked about enough as parents, as a mom, in general, period, is mental health. And you've seen from before that obviously it's something I struggle with. I think I was 10 years old when I was first diagnosed with depression. I have been in and out of therapy for years. I have taken I don't know how many different kinds of medication for it. But the point is, it's something that needs to be discussed. I don't feel like it should be something we're afraid to talk about. I don't think it should be something that we're not comfortable talking about. And I definitely don't think it's something that we should put any shame on. It shouldn't be something that we are afraid to bring up to our friends or our family, especially not our significant others. It shouldn't be something that we have to hide anymore. It's 2019, people. Come on. There's no need for us to keep sweeping it under the rug, acting like it's not something that people talk about. It's not something that people don't struggle with. It's not something that can't be fixed. First off, I'll admit, I did struggle with that in the past. The biggest problem I've had through most of my life is people telling me that I don't really have a problem. There's not really anything going wrong. I just need to think more positively. I just need to be more outgoing. I just need to look on the bright side of things. First off, not entirely true. I cannot tell you how many days I wake up in the morning and do everything that I possibly can to pump myself full of positive energy and get inspiration going, and I do all of that stuff. I read happy things, I think about happy things. I have tried doing the gratitude thing where you write down 3 things every morning that you're happy for. It's not that it doesn't work, and it's not that it's not helpful, and it's not that it's not reflective of how I'm really feeling. It's just there is a biological problem in my brain that doesn't necessarily help. All of that stuff is great. All of that stuff does so much for me in the long run, especially on bad days. You can look back and see, that's great. I had a good day. The kids listened. Everything went right. I actually got my dishes done completely 3 days in a row last week. Tell me that doesn't belong in a gratitude journal. Just saying. But at the end of the day, despite how many times I say how grateful I am for everything, how much I love my kids, how amazed I am that despite having been fired, I still get to get up every day and do something I love by taking care of my kids, that doesn't mean that my brain is fixed. That doesn't mean that what works for me is going to work for another mom, or that doesn't work for me doesn't work for another mom. At the end of the day, it's all about how my brain processes things, or how her brain processes things, or his brain processes things. Everybody's brains are different. That's one of the amazing things about being a human, is there's no one person that is like another person. Everybody's different. But that being said, please do me a favor, and if you know somebody, whether it's a mom or a dad or a kid or a grandparent, if you know someone who is struggling, whether they've been clinically diagnosed or not, whether it's something that they've struggled with their whole life or not, whether it's just a bad day or whatever, if you know somebody struggling, if you see somebody not having a good day, if you can just ask, how are you doing? I bet you'd be surprised at the answer. But don't put shame on it, please. Don't make them feel bad for what's going on in their lives. And I don't even know. Just let them know you're there. That's the biggest thing. I mean, we don't need to be coddled. We don't need to be handheld. We don't need to be, babied through life. We just need to know that somebody's there. And it might not be an immediate thing that we come running and just disclose all of our information and say, hey, guess what? It's this and this and this and this that's going wrong in my life. But to know that the possibility of somebody is there that could be going through the exact same thing. Or even that just cares. I mean, we don't need you to fix it. Just listen. Sometimes that's all we need. And at the end of the day, that's going to help 10 times more than you sitting down trying to list out everything that we could do. You just need to set a schedule, or you just need to make sure that you have a list of things you can do. You need to make sure you get up and get dressed every day. Which, now granted, obviously getting dressed every day is a good idea, but I don't always do it. I'm home every day. Why do I need to put on pants? Anyways, point being, with September being National Suicide Prevention Month, and with me being a mom who struggles with depression and has anxiety and all these other crazy, ridiculous mental things that are just stupid, I just want to bring out and shed a little bit of light on my situation. Like I said, it's been a lifelong struggle. I have managed to push my entire family away and bring them back again. I have managed to find the love of my life and step in that over the last 10 years that we've been together. I have managed to birth 3 children who are beautiful and amazing and psychotic and mind-numbing and great all at the same time. But all of those roller coaster emotions are just that. They're a roller coaster that 9 times out of 10, I don't even want to be on. Because who wants to be on a roller coaster when all it does is drive you crazy? But, anyways, like I said, if you know somebody out there that's struggling, if you know somebody who's having a bad day, even if you're at work and you work in retail or you work in a place where people come in and see you every day, if you see somebody and you just get this gut feeling that maybe they could use a smile, maybe try and make them smile. It might help them. It might make their day. It might save their life. You don't know what's going on the other side. You don't know what they're dealing with at that time. But just please be aware of it. And especially for stay-at-home moms. I mean, I'll admit, I try really hard to make it look like I have all my stuff together. But I am the first one to tell you I ain't got nothing together, because it's just maddening trying to manage my life and 3 kids' lives and a house, and I'm in school. Don't know if I mentioned that, but I do a lot. It may look like I don't do a lot, but I do a lot. So, shout out to stay-at-home moms out there. I know you're probably driving yourself crazy and making yourself a little bonkers, keeping things at bay, but please keep in mind, you don't have to have it all together. I know I don't. I know a couple people out there don't. I'm pretty sure it's nice. I mean, I'd love to be able to open my house and make it look like, a Pottery Barn magazine, but it's definitely not Pottery Barn in here at all. So please, just keep that in mind. I want to make sure that people know that my channel especially is a safe place to say that kind of stuff. If you're not comfortable talking to someone in your family, or you don't have a best friend who you're okay to just sit down and let things go with, leave me a message or comment or send me a message, whatever. Find me and tell me. I will be that person for you, because we all need that. We all need that. And I'm more than happy to be that person, because I know that when I have those people, it makes my bad days not so bad. So that's all I've got today. Other than that, I mean, obviously, in true slacker mom fashion, there's no schedule to this thing because I'd love to say that there is, but really it's just trying to steal the few minutes of time when it's relatively quiet and listen. There's no noise. Because Maddie's at preschool and the other two are napping, and I might have about 20 minutes before all hell breaks loose. So, thought I'd jump on here. Thought I'd say that real quick. Thought I'd get it off my chest because I know I'm not the only one that needs it. So, like I said, leave me a message. See? Told you. Noise. I didn't even last 30 seconds. Anyways, leave me a message, send me a comment, do whatever. Let me know what's going on, and make somebody smile today. Thanks.